Imagine a time long before modern medicine, before pharmacies and prescription drugs. How did our ancestors fight off sickness and infection? They turned to the earth, to the plants and herbs that grew around them. And among the most powerful and revered of these natural remedies was a common kitchen ingredient we all know: garlic. For thousands of years, across countless cultures, from the builders of the Egyptian pyramids to the healers of ancient Greece and China, garlic was not just a food. It was a medicine. It was used to treat everything from simple wounds and parasites to more serious respiratory problems. It is a story of a timeless, natural secret hidden in plain sight within a simple clove. This video is a journey into that secret. We will explore the incredible science behind garlic's power, understanding how this pungent bulb can act as a natural antibiotic. But what does that even mean? We hear the word antibiotic and we think of pills from a doctor. In simple terms, an antibiotic is a substance that fights bacteria, the tiny microorganisms that can cause infections and make us sick. So, when we say garlic is a natural antibiotic, we are saying it contains its own built-in substances that can help our bodies combat harmful bacteria. This does not mean you should throw away your doctor's prescriptions. Modern medicine is a miracle that has saved millions of lives. But understanding garlic gives us a profound appreciation for nature's wisdom and provides us with a supportive tool for our overall health and wellness, one that has been tested not in a lab, but by time itself. So, let us begin by looking at what is inside this remarkable plant. What is the magical ingredient that gives garlic its potent power? The answer is not as simple as one single thing. It is a fascinating story of chemistry that only happens when you transform the garlic from its whole, quiet state into its active, powerful form. The magic begins the moment you crush, chop, or chew it. This simple act of damage sets off a chain reaction, a defensive mechanism the plant evolved to protect itself from insects and fungi. And it is this very same defensive mechanism that we can harness for our own health. It is a beautiful example of how nature's design can benefit us in the most unexpected ways. To truly understand how garlic works, we need to peek inside the clove. Inside the cells of a whole, untouched garlic clove, there is a harmless, odorless compound called allicin. Think of allicin as a sleeping giant. It is present but inactive, waiting for a signal to wake up. Separately, stored in a different part of the cell, is an enzyme called alliinase. An enzyme is like a key that can unlock a specific lock. Under normal circumstances, the allicin and the alliinase are kept apart, like two ingredients in separate containers. But when you crush, chop, or chew the garlic, you break the cell walls. This is the moment of transformation. The moment the cell walls break, the allicin and the alliinase mix together. The alliinase enzyme immediately gets to work on the allicin compound, transforming it into a new, potent substance called allicin. Allicin is the star of the show. It is this sulfur-rich compound that gives crushed garlic its distinctive, powerful smell and is responsible for most of garlic's celebrated antibiotic and antifungal properties. Allicin is a fiercely defensive molecule. It is the plant's own chemical weapon against attackers, and it is remarkably effective at fighting a wide range of microbes that can harm us. However, allicin is also a very unstable and fragile compound. It is strong but short-lived. Heat, time, and aging can quickly destroy it. This is why cooking garlic for a long time can diminish its medicinal benefits. The intense heat breaks down the precious allicin. This delicate nature of allicin is also why most of the health benefits are best obtained from garlic that has been freshly crushed or chopped and then allowed to sit for a few minutes before being consumed, ideally raw or lightly cooked. This waiting period gives the alliinase enzyme enough time to fully convert the allicin into the powerful allicin. So, the journey from a quiet clove in your kitchen to a potent natural remedy is a dramatic chemical reaction that you trigger with your own hands. Now that we know about allicin, let us see how this mighty molecule actually fights bacteria. Imagine a harmful bacterium as a tiny, invasive machine. To survive and make you sick, this machine needs to do certain things. It needs to take in nutrients, it needs to produce energy, and it needs to build its protective outer walls so it can multiply. Allicin is like a clever saboteur that disrupts all these essential processes. It does not attack in just one way, it attacks in multiple ways at once, making it very difficult for bacteria to develop resistance. One of allicin's main strategies is to interfere with the enzymes inside the bacterial cell. Remember, enzymes are the keys that make all the bacterial machinery work. Allicin contains sulfur groups that are very reactive. They latch onto these bacterial enzymes, effectively disabling them. It is like throwing a wrench into the gears of a machine. Without these enzymes functioning properly, the bacterium cannot create energy or use nutrients. It becomes paralyzed and eventually dies. Furthermore, allicin can also disrupt the formation of the bacterium's protective biofilm. A biofilm is like a slimy fortress that a community of bacteria builds around itself for protection. By breaking down this fortress, allicin makes the bacteria vulnerable and exposed. What is truly remarkable about allicin is its broad-spectrum activity. This means it is effective against a wide variety of bacteria, not just one specific type. Scientific studies have shown that garlic extract can inhibit the growth of many common and sometimes dangerous bacteria. The beauty of this multi-pronged attack is that it reduces the chance of bacteria becoming resistant. With pharmaceutical antibiotics, which often target just one specific part of the bacterium, the bacteria can sometimes mutate and find a way around that single attack, leading to superbugs. Because allicin disrupts so many systems at once, it is much harder for bacteria to evolve a defense against it. This makes garlic a fascinating and powerful ally in our ongoing battle against microbial infections. While its antibiotic power is astounding, garlic's benefits do not stop there. To think of it only as a natural antibiotic is to see just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Garlic is more accurately described as a holistic health promoter. It is a treasure chest of other beneficial compounds beyond allicin, including various antioxidants and other sulfur compounds that work in harmony to support our body in numerous ways. One of its most well-documented roles is in supporting heart and circulatory health. Garlic has been shown to have a positive impact on our cardiovascular system. It can help to lower blood pressure by promoting the widening of blood vessels, which makes it easier for blood to flow. It also helps to moderate cholesterol levels, specifically by reducing the bad LDL cholesterol when it is elevated. Furthermore, garlic acts as a natural blood thinner. It can prevent excessive blood clotting, which reduces the risk of dangerous clots that can lead to heart attacks or strokes. This blood thinning effect is so significant that it is important to talk to a doctor before consuming large amounts of garlic if you are already on prescription blood thinning medication. Additionally, garlic is a powerful antioxidant. Antioxidants are molecules that fight against free radicals in our body. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage our cells, contributing to aging and chronic diseases. The compounds in garlic help to neutralize these free radicals, providing a protective effect. Some studies also point to garlic's ability to boost the function of our immune system, helping our own body's natural defenses to be more alert and effective at spotting and destroying invaders, including not just bacteria, but also viruses and fungi. So, when you consume garlic, you are not just getting a single-target antibiotic, you are getting a heart supporter, an antioxidant, and an immune system booster all in one. Knowing about the science is one thing, but how can we practically use garlic to support our health? The key is to preserve the delicate allicin and other beneficial compounds. The most important rule is to crush or chop your garlic fresh and then let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before heating it or eating it. This waiting period is crucial because it gives the alliinase enzyme the time it needs to create the maximum amount of allicin. If you immediately throw it into a hot pan, the heat will destroy the enzyme before it can do its job. For the most potent medicinal effect, consuming raw garlic is the best way. The taste can be strong, so it is best to incorporate it into foods that complement its pungency. You can finely mince a clove or two and mix it into salad dressings, hummus, guacamole, or yogurt-based dips. You can spread it on toast with olive oil and a pinch of salt. Another gentle method is to make a simple garlic honey. Just peel some garlic cloves, submerge them in raw honey, and let the mixture infuse for a few weeks. You can then use a spoonful of this honey garlic syrup, which is surprisingly mild and sweet, at the first sign of a cold or sore throat. If you cannot handle raw garlic, gentle cooking is still beneficial. Lightly sautéing your pre-crushed and rested garlic in soups, stir-fries, or sauces at a low to medium heat for a short time will preserve some of its properties. The longer and hotter you cook it, the more allicin you lose. You should avoid high-heat cooking or roasting whole cloves if your primary goal is the antibiotic effect. Also, be mindful that aged garlic supplements or garlic oil, while still offering other health benefits like antioxidants, do not contain significant amounts of the unstable allicin. Fresh is truly best for unlocking garlic's full antibiotic potential. While garlic is a natural and generally very safe food, it is incredibly important to talk about responsibility. Natural does not automatically mean safe in any amount or without side effects. When used as a food seasoning, garlic is safe for almost everyone. However, when you start using it in larger, therapeutic quantities for its medicinal benefits, there are some important considerations to keep in mind. The first and most crucial rule is that garlic is a powerful supplement, not a replacement for professional medical care. If you have a serious bacterial infection, you must see a doctor. A serious infection like strep throat, pneumonia, or a deep wound infection requires prescription antibiotics that are powerful, standardized, and targeted. Do not try to treat a serious illness with garlic alone. It can be a wonderful supportive measure, but it is not a substitute for modern medicine. Furthermore, as mentioned before, garlic has a blood-thinning effect. If you are taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin, consuming large amounts of garlic could potentially increase your risk of bleeding and bruising. It is essential to discuss this with your doctor. Some people may experience heartburn, stomach upset, or bloating from consuming raw garlic, especially on an empty stomach. To avoid this, always consume it with other food. Also, the most obvious side effect for many is the strong odor it can impart to your breath and skin. This is harmless but something to be aware of. Finally, some individuals may have a genuine allergy to garlic. If you experience any signs of an allergic reaction, such as a rash, itching, or swelling, you should discontinue use immediately. The goal is to use this wonderful gift from nature wisely and safely, as part of a balanced approach to health. As we come to the end of our exploration, we are left with a deep appreciation for this humble bulb. Garlic is not a magic bullet, but it is a profound example of the powerful medicines that nature provides. For thousands of years, it was one of humanity's primary defenses against disease. Its story is a testament to the wisdom of traditional medicine, where remedies were discovered through observation, experience, and a deep connection to the natural world. This ancient knowledge, passed down through generations, is now being validated and explained by modern science. The discovery of allicin and the understanding of its multi-targeted attack on bacteria is a beautiful merging of old and new. It shows us that our ancestors were onto something incredible. They may not have known the words enzyme or sulfur compound, but they knew that this plant made people feel better and helped wounds heal. Today, we have the tools to understand the how and the why, which only makes the story more magnificent. This does not mean we should abandon our labs and hospitals, it means we should see nature as a partner. The most powerful approach to health is an integrative one. It is about using the incredible, life-saving power of modern medicine when we face serious illness, while also embracing the gentle, supportive, and preventive power of natural remedies like garlic in our daily lives. By doing so, we honor the wisdom of the past while benefiting from the advances of the present. We can use garlic to support our immune system, promote heart health, and give our bodies a natural boost, all while knowing that for more serious challenges, modern science is there. So, the next time you crush a clove of garlic, remember the ancient secret it holds and the incredible chemical reaction you are setting in motion, a small but powerful act of partnering with nature for your own well-being.